A senior Iranian politician has warned that a dangerous new alignment is emerging on the global stage, one that could spell unprecedented trouble for the Islamic Republic. Hossein Marashi, Secretary General of the so-called Executives of Construction Party, voiced deep concern over recent regional developments, describing a potential alliance between Donald Trump, Benjamin Netanyahu, and European nations as the most dangerous scenario possible. He urged that every effort be made to prevent a second war. Marashi stressed the need to move beyond the current no war, no peace status, proposing that Iran seek an alliance with Saudi Arabia and accept a two-state solution for the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. In his view, future negotiations should not focus solely on the difficulty of making concessions, but on whether such concessions could secure the safety of the Islamic Republic. Meanwhile, state TV journalists shared an intriguing account from Deputy Foreign Minister Kazim Gorabodi. When asked during his return from Turkmenistan whether talks might resume, Gorabodi neither confirmed nor denied, offering a carefully ambiguous response. Former Foreign Ministry Director General for Middle Eastern Affairs Qasim Mohabali weighed in on the post-ceasefire situation, warning that preventing a reignition of conflict would require political decisions in three key areas, and that it was already clear who in Iran would be making those decisions. He emphasized that real negotiations only occur when official representatives enter talks with a clear mandate and agenda. At present, that does not exist, Mohabali said. While message exchanges may be taking place through intermediaries or unofficial channels, these do not amount to genuine negotiations. What exists now, he argued, is not a formal agreement or ceasefire, but a temporary pause, one that could be broken any week. This fragile lull, according to Mohabali, was brokered by Trump, with Iran and Israel outwardly accepting it. But no binding deal was signed. He noted that in the past, Israel had not acted without U.S. coordination, and this time would be no different. Everything depends, he said, on the trajectory of U.S.-Iran relations. Should there be no movement toward an agreement toward no appropriate reply to Trump's overtures, war could resume. Turning to the issue of the snapback mechanism in the nuclear deal and recent talks with Europe, Mohabali suggested that public statements were far more reassuring than the reality behind the scenes. Iranian foreign policy officials, he said, are deeply worried about the snapback clause. Those who understand the power of the 6 UN Security Council resolutions also understand the severe consequences if they return. Such a scenario would mean inspections of goods bound for Iran, a slide back into a state of war. Officials, Mohabali added, avoid openly admitting this risk to prevent a spike in currency rates and public panic. If there were no such concerns, Iran would never have pursued the JCPOA, he noted. The risk of war existed then, and it could return with just a spark at the same time. A government-affiliated analyst commented on the recent visit of the IRGC Quds Force Commander Ismail Khani to Iraq. He claimed that Israel and its American allies are working to establish a new regional order in the Middle East, one designed to weaken Iran's proxy forces to their lowest possible capacity. Khani's visit, the analyst said, was purely military and security-related, aimed at assessing these developments and anticipating further Israeli strikes. He stressed that such trips have no diplomatic component. Khani meets only with security officials, and even if he were to meet with Iraqi government leaders, it would not alter the strategic course of events. Neither would such meetings prevent future Israeli attacks, nor would they stop Baghdad from joining the Abraham Accords. The analyst said, predicting that Israel will launch further strikes in the near future and that Iraq will move toward normalizing relations with Israel by next year. A senior Iranian politician has warned that a dangerous new alignment is emerging on the global stage, one that could spell unprecedented trouble for the Islamic Republic. Hossein Marashi, Secretary General of the so-called Executives of Construction Party, voiced deep concern over recent regional developments, describing a potential alliance between Donald Trump, Benjamin Netanyahu, and European nations as the most dangerous scenario possible. He urged that every effort be made to prevent a second war. If you like this video, please don't forget to subscribe.